Going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Informing Podcast. And I really want to get into this because apparently we found out why Roland Martin was huffing and puffing and blowing everybody's houses down to get them out to the polls so they can go vote for Kamala Harris. Now, he said he was doing it for integrity, to save democracy, and all this other nonsense that he was pushing with all this misinformation that he pushed through his channel. Now, we come to find out that he received over $350,000 to pretty much campaign for the Harris campaign, which was, in my opinion, a waste of money. But let's get into this article. Now, as we get over here to this article from Fox News, now it reads as follows: the headlines. Kamala Harris interviewers received large campaign donations to their groups ahead of sit downs. FEC filing shows organizations run by Al Sharpton and Roland Martin received payment from the Harris campaign ahead of their interviews with the Democratic candidates. So while Roland Martin is huffing and puffing, telling you that he's doing it in the name of democracy to save these institutions, it's all a lie. It's all a front. People have been telling you guys for years that Roland Martin is a Democratic shield, that he's getting paid by the Democrats to do their bidding, and Roland Martin can deny it all he wants to. But when the checks start rolling out, Roland Martin is always in line to get a check. So while 60% of the population in America is living paycheck to paycheck and eating shit, Roland Martin is out here getting shit from the Democratic Party. And he doesn't care about the average American. He doesn't care about your bills, what you guys are going through. He doesn't care about any of the agendas that you want. It's all about pushing the propaganda from the Democratic Party. Roland Martin is one of the biggest Democrat, and I mean that literally. He's one of the biggest Democratic shields that's out here running the Democratic plantation. Now, if they would have had good policies, or if Joe Biden would have performed the last 4 years way better than he had, maybe they would have had a fighting chance. But they didn't have a fighting chance because of the last 4 years, how inflation is hitting, all that stuff, all this Bidenomics nonsense. Then it was a terrible campaign where she outspent Donald Trump, and yet she lost the popular vote. So not only did Kamala Harris lose the popular vote, but she also lost the electoral college vote. So, and then on top of that, the Republicans got the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Now, I want to get to this paragraph right here because it specifically relates to Roland Martin. And it says the campaign also gave $350,000. That's with multiple zeros, not one. $350,000 payment to New Vision Media on September 9th, according to the FEC filing first reported by The Times. New Vision Media is a company run by journalist Roland Martin. Martin spent roughly 30 minutes interviewing Harris on his streaming program in October. Now, you guys remember that softball interview that Roland Martin did where he was trying to look mad and upset and all that crap? Like he was actually asking hard-hitting questions. That was one of the propaganda that he put out for the Democratic Party. He also complains and cries and, pretty much throws a little hissy fit on his channel every day about the Democrats, how good they are and all that stuff. So I don't know exactly what he got paid for, but I know he received $350,000 according to this reporting. Now, you guys got to think about this. Roland Martin, the Democratic shield, who said he was doing all this in the name of democracy, he pretty much is lying to the people. That's all he does. He's not a man of the people. He's just a liar trying to get his name out there to the Democratic Party for they can pay him, for he can spend out all this propaganda on behalf of the Democratic Party. But this isn't news to anybody that Roland Martin is a Democratic shield. And I really wish that his audience weren't so blindsided to the information that's out here about him. This guy will risk his neck for just the attention from the Democratic Party. And as we see that he's actually kind of well paid for it, because $350,000 would mean a lot to a lot of American people, especially the American people who are living paycheck to paycheck, who Roland Martin don't care about, because Roland Martin has seen how the last 4 years has been with the Democratic Party. Yeah, he came out here lying, talking about their policies were better, saying that we would have a better economy with them. He doesn't care about the average working class person. He doesn't care about black people. He cares about Roland Martin. And that's enough said right there. Roland Martin is about Roland Martin, thick and thin. That's it. And that's all I wanted to say in this video, man. It's a shame on Roland Martin, man. But he doesn't care. This guy was just on a video recently talking about how he's going to have gumbo during Thanksgiving because he don't eat turkey. He already thinking about his next meal. He ain't worried about you not being able to afford a meal. He's out here thinking he's planning his lunches for next month, for next year. He in 2025 planning out his lunches as we speak. That's all I have to say about this, man. This is shameful activity by Roland Martin, but we shouldn't be surprised. Thanks for watching.